Hey, it's Matcha coming at ya, and welcome to Steep Tea Gaming. If you like the video, you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more freshly brewed gaming videos. This is a small channel, and it really does help a lot. Now on to the review. The original Breakout was developed and published by Atari in 1976. It was co-created by Steve Wozniak, who would later go on to become the co-founder of Apple. Breakout was originally inspired by the classic Atari arcade game Pong. Breakout Recharge, released in 2022 for $9.99 USD, is a reimagining adding power-ups, hazards, and a challenge mode with some slick, minimalistic neon visuals. Though not an instant classic, Breakout Recharge is a worthy successor to the original and well worth your time. The premise is simple. You move a paddle at the bottom of the screen, hitting a ball with the goal of destroying all the blocks on the screen. There are different types of blocks including single hit, double hit, explosive, and hazards which can fire bullets at you. If the ball passes by your paddle, you lose a life. Power-ups can be collected from certain colored blocks, which can be a lot of help with clearing blocks quickly. And you'll want to clear the blocks quickly because they will start to slowly descend, and if they reach the bottom of the screen before they are destroyed, it could mean game over for you. Breakout Recharge contains two main modes, Arcade and Challenges. In Arcade, you'll choose between Recharged, where you play endlessly with 1 life and power-ups, Classic, where you play with 3 lives and no power-ups, and Classic Recharged, which is a mix of Classic and Recharged, where you have 3 lives and power-ups. I played Classic Recharge the most. Challenges was where I spent most of my time though. Every one of the 50 levels has its own objective. You may need to clear all the blocks, only certain blocks, beat the high score, and more while only having access to certain power-ups. This mode added some nice variety and helped me become more comfortable with some of the power-ups I tended to avoid in arcade. Even when failing a level multiple times, I always wanted to jump back in, and since restarting the game is almost instantaneous, you never feel like you're waiting around to play. Arcade and challenges can also be played in co-op. I really like the implementation of this 2-player mode. 2 paddles are separated by a wall in the middle. Each player gets their own side of the screen and needs to be very active in order to progress. This gets extremely hectic, and although I enjoyed playing single player more, I'm glad this was included. The graphical style is good but not great. Atari opted for a minimalistic neon aesthetic for this one, and though not as pretty as a game like Tetris Effect, it has a clean and presentable look, and the little comet-like tail added to the ball makes it easy to keep track of. If you want to make things even clearer, you can turn off some of the effects in the settings. I also liked that the enemies known as hazards were blocks and not enemies roaming around like an Arkanoid. This just gives the game a more consistent look that just really fits the aesthetic the game presents. I really appreciated this. The controls are a bit too twitchy for my liking. Other brick breakers have made it so you have a trigger or bumper you could hold down to make movements faster. The developer of this game seems to have made the conscious decision to simplify the controls and remove the paddle speed up button. I admire their attempt at simplifying them, but they ended up making the controls worse in the process. I found myself having to lightly tap the analog stick to make small movements, since pressing down makes your paddle fly speedily to the other side of the screen. I have the feeling this game would play much better with a mouse. If I were to sum up the music with one word, it would be generic. It's not bad, but very average and uninspired electronic music. These songs won't get stuck in your head at all, and I wouldn't be able to hum any of them for you as they're that forgettable. I really enjoyed the risk-reward gameplay. The ball may be coming down on the left side of the screen with a power-up dropping on the right. Do you play it safe and place your paddle directly under the ball while it blasts its way to the bottom of the screen? Or do you go for the power-up and possibly lose a life if you don't make it to the ball in time? This risk-reward gameplay is what helps keep this game fresh, fun, and have you itching for just one more round. If you don't like brick breakers, this will likely not convert you, but if you do, you're definitely in for a treat. Although Breakout Recharge doesn't reinvent the wheel, it is still a solid brick breaking game. Arcade, challenge, and co-op means there's enough content to make its small price worthwhile. Breakout Recharge is definitely worth buying. Thanks for watching.